We're here in Pilot Point, Texas, home of Chad and Susie Chance, and we're teamed up with Hoof Watch to bring you a series of videos for our first contest of our 13th season in Madison, Wisconsin. We've got Tyler Marshall from New Hampshire, and he's a Pats fan, but he can't bowl very good. So we're excited to do this series, and we're excited to see everybody this year. This is the specimen for the Liberty Live Shoeing. They've been sponsoring us since we started the WCB. And it is a 5/8 square shoe. It's a hunter shoe, old school Fullerin, and it's got a Massillé clip. This shoe, you'll be given 12 inches of stock, and we cut 10 inches in this video, and we came out a bit big. The specimen measures 5 3/8 wide by 5 long. And so it's got an E4, it's got 6 E4s. And like I say, so people can use their own block and their own dimension, we're gonna give you 12 inches and you can cut it before the start of the class. All right, we're gonna make a tool and fuller front with a Massillot toe clip. It's really gonna be fun, it's gonna be simple, but here are some things to remember when you're filling the block and you're have a sledgehammer. This angle is more of a slope, this angle is steeper. So when the sledgehammer is driving in, the guy with the sledgehammer needs to be this side, and he wants to fill the block this way, because the inside of the block will always take longer to fill than the outside since it's straight up and down. So when you're filling the block, you want to pull the material this way. But when we put the toe clip on there, we're going to let the flashing push out, and he's going to make a few hammer blows that pull this way. But for the most part, regardless of where your striker is, the striker wants to stand to the inside of the block and pull material this way so that you can fill the long slope of the block first. If you don't do that, what happens is when you get done making your section, the flat surface has a twist from where you went from one side to the other. So we'll get the toe hot and bump up the toe. All right, you can see my mark. I want to make enough material on there to get some flashing out on there. And I marked it to where you can just see a nub. It's just easier for me to keep track of that. There. I just have a little piece now. That's going to catch on the edge of the block, and I'll have plenty of flashing to make my clip. All right, the striker is just going to get that flashing started for your clip. Perfect, perfect. Good deal. Just for demonstration purposes, we just showed this move there, right? So now we'll just go ahead and run this side of the block and be done. All right. We'll put perfect. What I'll do is I'll clean up my edges. Just gonna put it in there and just get a really nice edge on it. Even though he's using the flatter, he's standing to the inside web and pulling all that material to the inside edge. This makes this so much crisper on the inside edge of that shoe. On the second heat, you can go ahead and put your guide fuller in. Perfect. Perfect. We'll do the other side now. Then we'll take the flashing off, kind of clean it up, round everything up. Just kind of come in at an angle so that you buckle that material towards you, not away from you. What we've done is just by putting a little bit of the fullering in from both sides is we've connected the inside of the toe, because the inside of the toe tends to want to go like this. And so using the fuller as a flatter, we've got them to where the toe is connected from medial to lateral. I'm turning it to where that inside edge has sole pressure so that I can flatten it back out. You come here, if it goes the other direction, it makes kind of a mess for you. So come in here and just kind of pick that edge up, and now we'll fuller it. When we fuller, I'm pointing the fuller towards the outside foot surface because I don't want to peel up the inside edge. So your striker just has to be on the same page as you. All right, we've got just a little bit of a narrower Austin Eden's fuller that we're just gonna clean up the whole thing with, smooth everything out. I come in here and then I just redo the whole thing to where it bellies it up, because that way when you flatten it up, I've got flat. I don't want to have it dipped in to where this doesn't make contact. Again, the fuller's pointing closer to the outside edge. Until you don't want to curl that inside edge up. And then when you get a little bit of body to it and you're in the meat of it, then you can start tipping your fuller towards the inside of the foot. The clip over a little bit that direction. I'm gonna line up my toe. All right, I'm just going to get the edge started. So I'm just going to come up here and push that over a little bit. Make sure that's nice and flat, and then just draw me a nice little clip. I'm going to do two things. I'm just going to create the toe real quick. And I say that, I'm just going to put it in the vise, take the top down, clean up the outside edge, and clean up the inside edge. First thing we want to do is create the top line. This will tell you where your distortion in the arc of your shoe is. And then what does the dirty work is Justin of Sandbox Tools made this nice, and this really, it just, holy guacamole, Batman. You got edges upon edges to use. Now I'm going to clean up this outside line, and then we'll clean up each branch. Perfect. I'll choke up on it and get my heel started. All right, we'll just kind of open up those sides a little bit. All right, we got the new sanding blocks tube. It's round, and you can just find a fresh spot on it. It's the right diameter to do the nice inside edges. Cool. Just kind of put a little bit of shaping on it before I fold it one last time. Get it as flat as I can. I like old Chad's brush that has two of them on there. It gets everything nice and wide so your hand doesn't slip off there and burn you. All righty.